Good afternoon, friends. It is Tuesday afternoon, and the date is March the 2nd. All of a sudden I realized, oh no, I forgot to call my friend yesterday on her birthday. Her birthday's March the 1st. Oh no. So that's why all of a sudden I feel like worst friend ever. It's so easy to lose track of the days and times, so I'm sure you are in the same boat as me. But welcome. It's Tuesday, and it is 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I like to hop on every Tuesday and share some stamping inspiration. Good afternoon. Great. We've got some friends joining. So every week I like to just share different projects, share any announcements that's going on in the Stampin' for Fun world, and share any whatever strikes my fancy. And because we're in a new month, I'm going to share a new product. What I've been enjoying doing is kind of taking one product and showcasing it each week in my Tuesday at 2 Facebook Live. So that's the big mystery today. For those of you that hop on regularly, you are probably waiting to find out what the product of the month is for March. I can't believe we're in March. I'm still like reeling that we're in March, although I'm super excited because it is a great time to start thinking about spring and hopefully getting out of the house a little bit, get some sunshine, vitamin D, all of that will be great. Hi, Serena. So there's actually lots of announcements. Whenever it's the beginning of a month, there's lots of announcements, lots of things going on. If you are brand new to checking out my Tuesday at 2s, make sure to like my Facebook page and follow it so that you don't miss an episode. I pretty much hop on every week. Last week was a bit of an exception because we had a party, and when I do my parties, I like to do them in my Facebook group rather than on the page because I feel like it's easier for us to all interact in a group. So, but pretty much unless I'm doing a party in my group, I'm pretty much always on my Facebook page on Tuesday. So try not to miss an episode. Join me every week. Even if you're watching the replay, that is wonderful too. You are more than welcome to comment. Yep, Debbie's got the right idea. You can say hi to each other and say hi to me as well. And we'll just have a nice time connecting over crafting and stamping and all of that good stuff. So what are some announcements? So last week I did already, after the Facebook party and everything, I think yesterday I managed to, clean up and announce who the raffle prize winners were. But if you haven't joined me before on a regular Tuesday at 2, I love it if you comment because I do read the comments later. It makes me feel like I'm not all alone here stamping away. It's fun to share it with you. So your comments are really valuable, and I will also enter your name into a little drawing just to say thanks for watching Tuesday at 2. Okay, so any comments, and if you share, we'll get you entered into just a little drawing for a little gift. So I did the drawing from 2 weeks ago because last week was a bit exciting because of the party, but from 2 weeks ago it is Pat J. I think you just hopped on, Pat. So you were the winner from 2 weeks ago commenting on my Facebook Live, so I already have a little gift in an envelope for you. I just have to remember to put it in the post. So congratulations to you. And for everybody else, we'll just keep commenting and enjoying our time together, and you might win a little happy mail as well. And I'll do the draw. So even if you're watching the replay, go ahead and still comment because I usually do the draw just before the next Tuesday at 2. So we have so much to share and so much to show. So maybe I'll just get right to it, flip my camera around onto my desk so that you can see. I've got a few things to show you, so hopefully you can see it when I shine onto my desk here. Okay, so let me carefully kind of flip around here. Okay, great. So we're in a brand new month, which means there is a brand new house code. Let me Does that help with the shadow a little bit? Okay, so we're in a brand new month, which means there's a brand new host code. There is also a brand new online shopping special. So for those of you who enjoy the little perks, I do give a little perk as a thank you for shopping directly on my online store. It just makes it something easy that you can do, and you can have your order shipped directly to you. So for all of you that choose to shop in March, see, I'm still saying February, those of you who choose to shop in March and your order is at least $50, and using this host code, I will send you a little gift. Okay, so that is, I'm not going to tell you the gift because it is related to our product of the month, which is the big mystery. What is the March product of the month? But I'll go on to the other announcements. I'll come back to that. Other announcements, I need to tell you, March 2nd, which is today, marks the launch of the butterfly bouquet product line. So what this is that it is an exclusive and early release products for you. What does that mean? So let me flip it over and show you the products that have just gone live today. I saw a few of you already managed to put in your order for the butterfly stuff, so you've got the idea. I've been starting to try to teach you guys when something new comes out, if you like it, please don't wait to order it, because with supply chain issues just in general, but also with the pandemic, it's not good to wait if there's something that catches your eye. So I saw a few of you nab this butterfly bouquet bundle already. So what it is the Butterfly Brilliance, which is, do I have the stamp set here? I think I already tidied it up. See, it just goes to show you shouldn't tidy up. So I don't know if you can see there. It's a gorgeous butterfly themed stamp set. Okay, and then there are these gorgeous detailed dies. Can you see that there? Okay, so these items will be in the next annual catalog, which I believe goes live in May. So that's why they're calling these early release products. Okay, so you can get them now as an early release, but they will also be in the next catalog, just so you know. You'll have lots of time to enjoy them and see lots of samples because they'll be around for a while. Now, why some products are exclusive, it is the gorgeous paper that they have released just to coordinate with these butterflies. So let me show you. I do have some of the paper here. I should have taken it out ahead of time. Oh, do I have it? Hang on. Sorry, guys. I thought I had it all ready here. Okay, so here's a bit of it. Okay, I've already started cutting it up and using it. It's really gorgeous. Okay, but I only have a few samples because I'm going to be using it for the next technique class, and I've already got some cutting going on with it. But okay, so you can see they're double-sided. So these are exclusive. These are only for a limited time. Does it say how long? Until 2nd of March until the 3rd of May. Okay, so these items, 2nd of March till the 3rd of May. Okay, and then also this one, you can get the whole collection. Okay, so you can get the butterfly stamp set, the dies, and the paper as a whole collection. And that's only available, that's a special offer just until the 3rd of May. Okay, so this is one of the exclusive papers. And then, whoops, this is very hazardous. Did you hear my stuff falling down? It's like I take out 1 pack of paper and 5 packs of paper fall down. Okay, anyway, and then this is the other one. It is called the Natural Touch Specialty Paper. So well, I can't let you touch it because you're not here, but maybe if I show you, it is fairly lightweight. It's not heavy, but you can see it really actually looks like laminate flooring. It's kind of cool. I wouldn't really call it double-sided. You could use the other side, but really the star of the show is this side. So anyway, it's some specialty paper. It is a bit shiny. That's what I mean. It kind of reminds you of like a wood, but I don't know if you can see. It actually has like it's almost like lightly embossed. So it's like a really, like a shaving of wood. That's what it kind of reminds me of, a shaving of wood right there. Okay. So that is that one. Okay. And then let's put this away. So I just wanted to let you know that that goes live today. And yeah, I always like to give kind of special announcements so that you're in the loop. It's all about being in the loop. Okay, so we'll put that away. And then just to give you a few samples, yesterday on my blog, I showcased this. So make sure if you want to go to my blog, stampinforfun.ca, if you go to this blog post, I was participating in a blog hop. So you'll see like 40 plus samples. Each demonstrator made a sample using the new Butterfly Brilliance Butterfly Bouquet products. So this was my creation. I was actually super proud of it. Oh, you love butterflies, Sarah. Well, then this might be for you, this gorgeous stamp set. But I was really proud of what I made because I did sponging on the back. I did heat embossing. I'm not going to show you how I did it today, but I just wanted to show you that card. And then if you're on my Team Stick girls had the chance to purchase $7 make and takes using the Butterfly Bouquet products. So this is what we'll be doing at our next team celebration. So I'm already well into enjoying this butterfly bouquet. You can check it out on my website there. Okay, and of course, it will. If you do shop online, everything will contribute. If you use the host code, it'll contribute to the free gift for you. Okay, next up announcement that I want to tell you. Actually, maybe I'll tell you at the end. Should I tell you at the end? Should I tell you now? I don't know. Okay, I'll tell you now. Hi, Joy. I have like so many things to share. It's almost hard to know what order to share everything in. But let's do some stamping. This is unrelated to the product of the month. Oh, yes, definitely go check out the blog hop, Debbie. Okay, so I am stamping a little card here because I want to remind you guys that a new catalog is coming in May. I know, that seems crazy, right? Didn't the catalog just come out in January? But the months are flying by, and in May, there'll be a brand new catalog, and something that I've been enjoying doing with a fellow team member, Zara Premji, is that each time a new catalog comes out, we've been doing what's called the Demonstrator Stamp N Share. So this event is really open just for demonstrators. At this point in time. And so I was going to stamp a little something that we did at our last Demonstrator Stamp N Share. Sorry, I'm just reading the comments at the same time. See, we need the glasses whenever we need to read the comments. Okay, Carol's asking, are the butterfly stamps and dies going to be in the next annual catalog? From my understanding, yes. The stamps and the dies will be in the next annual catalog, but the paper, the pretty butterfly paper and that wood paper that I showed you, my understanding is they will not be in the next catalog. They are exclusive to this sort of special promotion going on right now. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. So I thought I'd stamp a little project really to remind me to tell you guys about the Demonstrator Stamp N Share. This is a project that we did at the last Demonstrator Stamp N Share in January, where we were kind of showing off the celebration goodies and everything. But another reason why, okay, so let me finish with this. The Demonstrator Stamp N Share, basically, you get stamping and training and networking. So especially now during this time where we haven't really been able to go to a lot of Stampin' Up activities and we haven't gotten out to events. And I think it's even more important to get that networking piece and even more inspiration with the new catalogs. So Zara and I have really enjoyed doing it together. And yeah, so we actually last Demonstrator Stamp N Share in January, everybody got inspiration to create. So they got the tutorials, video tutorials, written tutorials to create 12 projects. Okay. And so it was I mean, I think, Zara and I both think it was a great value because really those 12 projects focused on 3 different suites, and you got to, there's 2 options to purchase the everything with the make and take packet or just purchase the tutorials in the online package. But either way, all the information is right here. These are case sensitive, okay? So they need to be in caps, bit.ly/DSS, that stands for Demonstrator Stamp and Share, DSS June 2021. So if you are a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you want to get like really meaty, creative inspiration, but also business inspiration and networking, then this is the event for you. We want all registrations to come in by May the 3rd, but there is a limited amount of make and take packets. So that's why it's good to register early. The date is on June the 12th. It'll all be virtual on Zoom, Zoom and Facebook. So that is the website for that. Anyway, so I put this little make and take packet out here to remind me to tell you guys about Demonstrator Stamp and Share and encourage you to sign up for those of you that are demonstrators. But also because the card that I'm going to show today using the product of the month, which I haven't told you what it is yet, is actually, I would say, a little, I won't say complicated, but it's got a lot of beautiful different layers and things. And I didn't want anyone who was new to stamping or crafting to feel overwhelmed. So I thought I'm just going to take out a simple make and take just to still show you guys. I know sometimes people watch the replay and maybe they've never stamped before. So I wanted to have something pretty straightforward. And so really, I've always said, keep it simple, stamps, ink, and paper. Okay, so here's the paper already pre-cut. And we do that for Demonstrator Stamp and Share. We pre-cut everything as much as we can. So I'm going to go ahead and layer that on. This is using the Granny Apple Green cardstock. And I am adhering it to a Coastal Cabana cardstock. I don't know whether I want it more to the right or more to the left. Anyway, don't think it matters. And then this is the Celebration paper, which now is no longer available, but just a little fun tip of Celebration. The most popular Celebration item from January to February was the Oso Ombre paper. So I don't know if you knew that, but it was the most popular Celebration item. Okay, and this is just a little strip of our Rainbow Glimmer paper. And then this is a basic white piece that's been die cut. Now, if you don't have a die cutting machine, you could always just cut a square. That would be fine. But I do love our die cutting machine and our exclusive dies. Look at the stitching on that. It actually comes from the Hippo and Friends dies. Okay, so that's where that die comes from. I'm going to use it again later today, but you think you don't need hippos in your life, but you do need these labels. So either way, these dies are a great versatile value. And then I'm going to use this stamp set called You Are Amazing. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do and the reason why this is a great stamp set is because you can create cards like this with this, but this stamp set is also meant to coordinate with this fantastic kit. So if you are newer to crafting, I highly, highly, highly recommend one of our kits. So this is one of our project kits, the You Are Amazing project kit. It'll have everything you need. It's in this lovely box, including envelopes, pre-cut, pre-patterned paper. Everything is in there, okay? And so you can create all these cards, okay, using this kit. But when you're done with the kit, okay, if you've purchased the coordinating stamp set to go with it, you can keep using the stamp set. And so that's what we're doing here. You know what, guys? All this talking is making my mouth dry. I'm just going to run and get my glass of water. I have a little bit of water here, because I always forget to drink and it's not good. Okay, so let's go ahead and stamp that. I think I'm just going to do it in basic gray. And we're just going to tap, tap, tap. See? That's how easy stamping is. You tap on the ink pad and you put it on the paper. That's it. The stamps adhere right onto the block, the clear block. So the first time you purchase stamps, make sure you're getting a clear block if you haven't already. I know some of you are more experienced stampers, some of you are brand new, so I just thought today's project that I'm going to show after has quite a few more layers, and I thought, maybe I should still show something that's a little simpler in case any of you are newer. You can still feel empowered. Okay, so I'm just using this little star image, tapping it on the Granny Green ink pad, and I'm just going to pop it here. Isn't that fun? And that is it. Here we go. We can have this going right across. We can have it going a little bit on an angle if we want. I don't know, an angle is kind of fun. Okay, maybe I'll do that. So let's put our adhesive here. Put it on a bit of an angle. The glimmer gives a little glam, doesn't it? A little shimmer and shine. If we want to, we can even flag the ends a bit if we wanted to, just with our paper snips. There we go. So I like to snip kind of in the center. I know Kathy's mocking me. I never do things on an angle, but I think it's becoming one of those things. The more you do it, the more comfortable you are doing it. I'm going to put some dimensionals here. Hi, Bonnie. Great to see you hopping on. Okay, and there we go. Look, a sweet and simple card. You can't go wrong. And if we want to, here's a little trick. We can use our white crinkled seam binding here. We can add it to our card, but what's fun about white ribbon is that we can color it if we want. So I am going to color it with some of the Bermuda Bay Stampin' Blends. I'm just going to use the brush tip, okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and color it. So that's how you can dye your white ribbon to whatever color you want. And one of the awesome things about Stampin' Up! Products is their color coordination. So it's not hard for me to pick out a color that's going to work. I don't even know if there's a Coastal Cabana blend, but the light Bermuda Bay blend works pretty well. There, see? And the seam binding is so thin, you just have to color one side and the other side gets colored as well. Okay, so I don't know if that's long enough. Probably takes a minute to dry. Let's do a bit more. Okay, so isn't that fun? That is one of the awesome things about Stampin' Up. It really sealed my commitment with all this color coordination, because I'm not naturally artistic. Like, I don't naturally kind of have a gut feeling about what colors go together and everything, but having things that coordinate, it sure makes it a lot easier. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna snip this off here. The ribbon is a bit wet right now. Okay, and I'm just gonna tie a bow and we'll add it to our card. Okay, so this was kind of like a bonus card today. It's totally unrelated to the product of the month, but it is related to stamping, so I guess it's not too off the loop, because that's what I promise you on Tuesday at 2, that I'm here to share inspiration for stamping. Okay, so there we go. Yep, so this was one of the projects that we did. Okay. Yes, the hippo dies are fantastic. The shape is great. So it's one of those things, right? Like when you're new and you're just starting out, I just say stamps, ink, and paper, and of course you'll need a paper trimmer so that you can kind of cut your paper. And And then, you know, after that, once you play around a little bit, one of the other purchases I would really recommend as you get going is our cut and emboss machine, because the ability to use our different gorgeous dies, it really just adds that extra level to your card. It kind of takes your card to the next level. Okay, so there we go. And then if we wanted to, we could add some pretty sequins. We've got the Artistry Bloom sequins, so we could just add a few sequins, and that's that. So if you want to be right up there and getting ideas for the May catalog, okay, that'll be our next big catalog coming out, and you want to be there. First, you can join my stamp camp. So I have a stamp camp. I think it's at the end of May. So you can register now at Stampin' for Fun March. bit.ly Stampin' for Fun March. You can register for the stamp camp. If you're a demonstrator, I'd recommend you do the Demonstrator Stamp N Share. So both my stamp camp and the Demonstrator Stamp N Share, they're both focusing on the new catalog in May. It's just that the Demonstrator Stamp N Share one has more aspect of kind of networking with other demonstrators and some business tips and that sort of thing. And then my stamp camp is just pure stamping inspiration. There we go. Okay, so that is that. Let's put this away. Sequins are always very hard. When they come in the box, they're nice and tidy, but then to restore them, save them, without them getting stuck on everything else is a whole other story. I need to put them in a Ziploc bag, perhaps. Okay, now I am ready. I have found since I got the mini, I sure do dies. I use dies a lot more. Yes, exactly. And then you're always happy when you use the die. Like I feel like once I cut it out, boy, I'm happy. Once I emboss something, I'm like, look at that. Whole new level there. Okay, so let's put this away. Okay, so that was kind of an introductory, not really, I don't know if introductory is the right word, but, you know, just a clean and simple card that I could share today for those of you that are a little newer to stamping. Even if you're not newer to stamping, I mean, I've been stamping 13 and a half years. I still love cards like this when it's just stamps, ink, and paper, and yep. Oh, good. Yes, Diane was in the Demonstrator Stamp N Share in January. So, yes, we did 4 cards using the You Are Amazing stamp set. So it was really great. Okay, so let's put this away here. Okay, who's excited? Oh, no, I should have put my stamps in it. Who's excited to find out what the product of the month is this month? Do you remember last month I focused on the foam adhesive sheets? I don't think I had enough time to play with the foam adhesive sheets, so I'm still going to use them today. But I thought for the product of the month this month, you guys know that I love to use my Tuesdays at 2 to challenge myself too. And so there was a product that I saw in the new it's not new anymore, the January to June mini catalog. I bought it right away and I haven't used it, but I knew that I wanted it. So my Tuesdays at 2, so you guys are my reason to break out this product and use it and find different ways to use it each week. So every Tuesday I will be using this product. Drum roll, please. So March's product of the month will be the Love You Always foil sheets. Okay, I think that's what they're called. Yeah, the Love You Always foil sheets. So let me show you what they look like in real life. So you get 6 12 by 12 foil sheets. And as I mentioned earlier, if you decide to shop on my online store in March and use this host code, if your order's at least $50, I will actually give you a quarter of a package of these sheets. So I'll be cutting them in 4, so you'll get a little sampling. So you'll get 2 of each color. So there's these ones, which kind of have a little bit of a champagne feel to them. Champagne color. Okay, And then this one, which is really a pink color. Can you see? Like, it's like a mirror. Hello. You can see my whole room. You can see my phone, the mount, everything. It is so shiny, these foil sheets. They're gorgeous. This is the pink color, I would say. And then this one, you also get two of these ones. This is more like a rose gold pink. Here, maybe I should hold them up together. Because they're so shiny, it might be hard to see. But let me hold the three different colors up together. There, so you can see the distinction in color. Okay, so this is going to be our product of the month this month. I am going to use it all month because, first of all, some of you may have thought, I'm done with Valentine's Day, and you think this is for Valentine's Day. I'm sure no, because I love pink. Pink is a favorite color, so I can use pink all year round, no problem. And, you know, a little shine never hurt a woman at all or hurt anybody at all. So I thought, let's find different ways to use it. So let's dive into today's project. Okay, so let's get started. I know that many of you have said you'd like the mystery of where I'm going, so I'm not going to show you the final. Oh, see, I didn't announce this. Okay, I hope I'll remember to announce it. I'll put it here and I'll remember to announce it at the end. Okay, I have so many announcements to make, it's hard to remember. Okay, so let's get our cardstock here. I'm going to use an 8.5 by 11 basic thick cardstock. I cut it in half. That will be our base. And then I'll go ahead and score it. Okay, I'm scoring it at the 4 1/4 mark. And you will get to see how I'm going to use those foil sheets. Next up, I'm going to take some of the gorgeous, I think it's called Fine Art Floral. Yes, the Fine Art Floral Designer Series paper. Beautiful, beautiful papers here. Okay, beautiful papers. You can see them. And then I'm going to use this design here. Okay. There's kind of a brighter on this side, a little more muted on this side. Oh, Sandra, hi. Welcome for tuning in. Welcome to my Facebook Live. Okay, so I'm cutting it at 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, so we'll go ahead. I'm not going to stick it down yet. I am actually going to put a piece of ribbon. So in that suite, there is some Blushing Bride ribbon. And it's really nice because it's got this kind of like champagne flecks in it. It's supposed to be Blushing Bride on one side, but on the other side, it's just sort of more straight Blushing Bride. So I think it's like reversible. You can decide which side you want to highlight. So I'm going to use the side that's more just Blushing Bride. Okay, and then I'm going to tape it at the back here. See. There we go. Okay, so now I think we are okay to stick that down. Hopefully I remember what the card looks like that I wanted to share with you today. But it does have a few layers, so I thought it might take a little, whoa, okay. Let's try and get that straight. Okay, great. And then I'm going to go ahead. So this is the Fine Art Floral paper. There is a stamp set that coordinates called the Art Gallery stamp set. So you know what? This is something that you can keep in mind. You can keep in mind that just because the foil paper is from some totally different suite here, it's from this Love You Always suite, it doesn't mean that I can't use this foil paper with other suites. So today I'm using more of the Art Gallery suite, but I am incorporating that fine art, the Love You Always foil sheets. Okay, oh good, Kathy, you found it. Great, great. Okay, so I'm gonna do some stamping with this gorgeous Art Gallery stamp set. It doesn't look like much when you look at the cover, but when you stamp, It's pretty fancy, I think. Okay, I think I feel like I heard my dies falling out. But I'll take out the ones that I need today. There we go. I'm going to put them... Actually, Zara gave me this great magnet, so I use it to kind of keep track of my dies. I think it's just a dollar store like frame with a magnet inside. And she put a magnet on both sides, so it's actually super useful here. Okay, so, and then we'll get some scrap paper here. And I'm going to use this is a two-step stamp. So what a two-step stamp means is that you can kind of create your stamped image in 2 steps. So first, I will stamp this more solid image. Okay, so I'm going to do that using the Rococo Rose ink pad. Okay, so I was thinking pinks because I kind of felt like that foil had some pink. So I'm going to use the Rococo Rose. And then I'm actually going to stamp off. So the first generation goes on here. The second generation will go on here. So it makes it a little lighter, almost like Blushing Bride, actually. Okay, so I could have maybe done a little better, but you'll see with these two-step stamps, it's not really a huge problem because I can just take it and go right on top with, so this is the second image now. This is the two-step stamping part that I'm talking about. Okay. And it just gives that depth. Can you see that? I love it. I love it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the stem in another color. I'm going to go with the Pretty Peacock. It's like the stem and the little leaves there. So I'm going to do that one. I'm going to do it in the Pretty Peacock. But I am going to, let's see, does it fit on this one? No. Let's move our little stamp here. I'm going to stamp off so it's not quite so dark. Okay, Pretty Peacock is such a gorgeous color. It's one of our colors that is expected to retire. So don't wait if you like it because I hate the big rush. I am not one of those people that goes for the big rush. So when they announce the retiring list later this month, I think, it would just be better if you kind of bought everything ahead of time to avoid the big rush. Okay, so I purposely didn't put it together because I'm going to die cut it. Okay, so let me get those dies. The Art Gallery stamp set has the coordinating dies. I'm going to go ahead and cut them out using our die cutting machine. It's called the Cut and Emboss machine. Okay, sorry, my table doesn't have a ton of room. Okay, but I haven't had any trouble with my cut and emboss machine. Actually I've been using these same cutting pads for forever. Okay, so I'm probably due for new ones. I'm just going to line up the dies around that floral image and the petal image so I can get it cut out. I wonder if I can cut my other piece. I'm going to cut a Pretty Peacock piece of cardstock as well. No, it might not fit, so I might have to roll it separately. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that is the power of the dies, just able to cut those out right there. And then before I put away my die cutting machine, I'm going to use those great hippopotamus dies. I don't think they're called hippopotamus dies. What are they called? Hippo and Friends dies. Hippo and Friends dies. Okay, I'm going to use the largest shape here. Yes, Sarah. Okay, I'm glad you're on because I think you said you had dies, but you didn't know how to use them. And I'm like, I can teach you how to use dies. Yes, you need the machine. Okay, because the dies are meant to cut. And the only way that they cut is if you apply that pressure. So this machine actually gives the pressure, an even pressure, to push the die onto the paper and cut it. So let me show the other side. So yes, Sarah, you do need a die cutting machine. You can't really use the dies without the machine. I mean, I guess you could use them like a tracing tool, like some kind of stencil, but that's a really expensive stencil. We have stencils that are just stencils and not meant to be die cutting. Okay, can you see that? So this side is the blade. It doesn't really look like a blade, and I can kind of touch it. It's not like it's cutting me. Yeah, sorry, Sarah. No, pushing really hard will not do it. You need the tool. Sorry to break the news to you. Okay, but I would say it's a great investment because once you have it, I use it all the time. Like I use it all the time, multiple times a day. Okay. I'm sure some of you others that are watching, can chime in about how much you use your die cutting machine. Okay, so I've got that shape there. I think I'm gonna pop it on there. I hope I remember how I want this card to go. And then the other color that's trying, Rococo Rose, and this is Pretty Peacock. Okay, so there's 5 colors that are expected to retire. Isn't that pretty? The Rococo Rose and the Peacock together. Okay, so we'll go ahead. I haven't even used the product of the month, the foil sheets yet. Let me go ahead and pop this down. Okay, oh, I should have put my little petal on first. Oh yeah, I think it'll be okay. Let's put that on. I know Rococo Rose and Pretty Peacock are really nice together. Okay, so let's slip that. I should have. Okay. There we go. So we can put our dimensionals. Hello, dimensionals. Okay, here they are. I know, I'm not even done yet. That's what I mean. I felt like this card had quite a few things on it. I didn't want anyone new to be afraid. That's why I did that's why I did this card to start. Almost like a warm-up, right? Okay. Oh, I hear you, Sarah. I remember those days. My kids are all teenagers now. I can't believe it. Okay. Okay, but we're not done because we're going to use our foil sheets. I'm doing the not super hot pink one, the other pink one, not the champagne one. So let me, this card has so many different pieces to it and layers and die cuts. Hold on a minute. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go with this color here. Okay. Oh, you like this card? Yeah, it's not hard. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, so I told you about these foil sheets. Okay, one thing I did hear about the foil sheets that some people were a bit concerned about is that they noticed when they took it out of the package, over time, if you leave it out of the package, it actually started to curl. And it kind of makes me wonder whether the manufacturer, when they made it, like stored it on giant rolls or something, because it does kind of have a tendency to curl. So my tip would be to keep it in the package, sealed in the package until you're ready to use them, or, you know, put giant encyclopedias on it or whatever. But what I found is that I thought, you know what, I don't want any risk of things like unfolding or popping up or whatever. So I am going to use the product of the month from last week. I don't know if you guys, not last week, last month. Do you guys remember what it was? It was the foam adhesive sheets, right? So let's do that. And I'm going to use I don't know if you can see here, the die from the art gallery. There's one that says, just want to say. So I'm going to die cut that with our wonderful foil sheets, and I'm going to use the foam adhesive sheets. Okay, so that everywhere has adhesive on it, and I think it'll really give a real pop to the card. So you'll see. If you missed my videos from last month where this was the product of the month, you will. Here, best thing is maybe to go like this and kind of gauge what size I need. Okay. Oh. So we peel off one backing, we can put it right on here. Okay, and then we will run it through the die cutting machine. Okay, we want to get as much as, try to get most of the die there. Let me run it through. So even though it's got that giant foam there, it will compress. It does compress and go through the machine. Okay, it does compress and go through the machine. It's just a little tighter when you go through, but that is fine. Okay, and so it die cuts it, and then let me peel this off. So using the foam, here, let's start with the just. Okay, so can you see I've used the foam adhesive sheets, so everything is sticky at the back and it's got that extra dimension, which is super fun. So I'm just gonna pop this onto the card on top of the flower. So the flower is almost like a background. Okay, so we've got the dot to our J here. Let's stick that on. Okay, can you see it? Isn't it neat? Okay, just want, okay, so it's just super sticky here with the adhesive sheets. But the nice thing is that our foil is definitely stuck. It's definitely stuck down to the adhesive sheet. Okay, and then I'm gonna pop this middle part of the A out. I don't want that. We could probably use that for another project, but anyway. Okay, isn't that nice? Ah, makes me so happy on this foil sheet. It just gives it that extra glam. Just want, I hope I have it spaced out okay. Okay, see how it's just popping out there? I'm sorry, last month's product of the month. I'm so glad I decided to make it the product of the month and get myself playing with it, because I love these foam adhesive sheets. You're right, Elizabeth. It just gives it like a professional look to have that whole thing's, you know, like popped up like that. Just want to say, okay, I don't know whether I spaced it out so well, but you know, handmade. It's still got to have a little bit of that handmade look, right? Okay. Very sticky, the foam. I really hope they don't retire it. I hope they carry this product on, because I've just fallen in love with it. Those of you that watch me regularly, you know, am I dating something? Am I just like getting to know it? But I am in love with foam adhesive sheets. Like, we are married. We love each other, because it is just perfect. Perfect. Okay, maybe I have it too much on an angle, but anyway. Look at that. Look at the foil. Look at how it's popped up. Okay, but we can't just leave it like that. We have to say something. Just want to say something. So I'm going to do the just want to say I'm thinking of you. Okay, and let me find some white paper to stamp that on. Everything's gone all over the place. Spread out there. And I'm going to stamp it in the gorgeous Pretty Peacock again. Oh, Carmen, I'm glad you like it. I like it too. It gave me an excuse to use my foil. Oh, I think I might have done that a bit too low. It gave me an excuse to use those new foils that I had bought with the catalog and not yet used. And it gave me an excuse to use those foam adhesive sheets that I am in love with now. Okay, so let's, uh-oh, did I lose it? Yes, of course I lost it. Oh, no, I popped it on the back of here. Okay, so we'll cut this out and then we'll finish off our card. What do you think so far, huh? Okay. Okay, I'm just lining it up and just cutting it out. You've seen me roll the die cut, so I don't think I need to show you that part. Okay. Wow. I don't know what fell on the floor. Oh, it was a pen. No harm. I don't care about pens. I just care that my dies are not going flying everywhere. Okay. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Chris. Okay. So here we go. We'll pop this on. So all these dies actually, well, the Just Want to Say and the flower one and this little label one, they are all part of the art gallery bundle. Okay, but the big Pretty Peacock label, that's from the Hippo and Friends. Okay, but I did die cut all of these using our cut and emboss machine. Okay, there we go. And final touch, just add a little knot here. Okay. There we go. Whoops. No, I don't want this shiny part. I want the other part. There. I know, it is such a pretty suite. I got to play with it a lot at the Demonstrator Stamp N Share. Then I kind of took a break from it and I was like, no, wait, I love this one. Let me just play with it some more. And I thought the pinks in the DSP worked really nicely with these foil sheets. So, and that's it. Okay, so just a reminder, if you love what I showed today, make sure you come and enjoy a class with me. I'm actually about to order all the materials for my March classes, so last chance to sign up, bit.ly, oh, how come there's no slash? There should be a slash. bit.ly/StampinForFunMarch. Okay, so get on there, come to one of my classes so that you can stamp some more. For my classes and events, I do pre-cut all the paper for you. You just use your own stamps and ink. I do offer the feature stamps at a discounted price, so just take a look at that. It should all be clear there. But if any of the products really catch your eye and you want to do some shopping, I'm always grateful for your support. And for choosing me as your demonstrator. So just go to genevieve.stampinup.net. And if your order is $50 or more, use this host code so that you can get a sampling of this gorgeous foil paper. I will cut it in 6x6 squares and you will get some in the mail and that'll be perfect. And guess what? If your order is $100 or more, I am excited to announce that I'm part of the Global Creative Project Tutorial Bundle. And if your order is $100 or more, you will get this tutorial bundle absolutely free from me. There's 12 of us that are collaborating. We are all creating exclusive projects just for this bundle. So you can either get it free with your $100 order, or if you're one of my Direct Team Stick members, you get it free as well. It's just one of the perks of being on the team. But otherwise, you can purchase it. The link is on my blog if you just want to buy it for $22. Okay, you can also buy 6 months in a row, and you save a little bit. So the link to purchase that is on my blog, stampinforfun.ca. I don't know if you can see that there. Okay, so yay, I remembered to talk about these fine friends that are all doing the tutorial bundle with me. And so I hope you were inspired today. I hope you're excited to join me next week when I am going to do more with the gorgeous Love You Always foil sheets. And each week on Tuesday, I will show you a new project. Okay? And if you want some of those foil sheets, you can certainly purchase them on my online store, or you'll get a sampling free with your minimum $50 order, online order. Did I remember everything to tell you? There's always things to tell you. Let me think. I'll flip it around and see. Hopefully you were inspired today, and hopefully you have the itch to stamp and create. And always, 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 I don't mind questions, so don't be shy to just ask. And if you're watching the replay or you're watching now, make sure to comment so that I can enter you in the drawing. I guess that's it. Okay, so great to connect with you. I'll see you next week on Tuesday, if we don't connect before. Have a great week. Bye.